Hi, I'm Adam. I'm 47 years old, live in Sydney with a family of 3 daughters. I'm a career professional in business development and renewable energy. So life before my traumatic event was very full. I've got a young family, a good career. I was busy and travelling regularly, both interstate and internationally. Played a lot of sport. Really led a really full life. So many years ago, my wife and I looked into insurance cover when we started a family. After talking to a few people, I met Naomi at PWS, and we talked about what we needed, what were our expectations, and how we were going to financially plan for the future. And she talked to us about trauma cover, as well as life cover, and some income protection. And as the years went by, we always evaluated whether that was the right mix, and we changed a couple of things in small ways over the years, but maintained that insurance cover. I had a heart attack about 6 months ago, and prior to that, I had no risk signs of any cardiac issues. In fact, I was fit and healthy and playing sport regularly. So it really did come out of the blue. I had to go into hospital for multiple procedures over many months and had complications. And it's meant that I haven't been able to go back to a full-time work even now, more than 6 months later. So after I had my heart attack, I contacted Yosha and Naomi at PWS and advised them that it had happened, and they informed me that they could start proceedings to make a claim on the trauma and the income protection policies. And I worked with them in order to get the information required. Well, the process of claiming for insurance policies, both the trauma and income protection, was a little sort of intimidating at first, but PWS was fantastic. Both Naomi and Yosha were very helpful through the whole process of preparing the claims and submitting the claims and ensuring that I had all the information required for the claims. The policies I held for both trauma and income protection were with Zurich. The interaction I've had with Zurich has been great. They have been in correspondence around all of the claims submissions and payments that have happened. I've had some contact from them during the course of the claiming process on income protection, but overall, it's been very little interaction with Zurich, and most of the liaising has been through Yosha and Naomi at PWS. Having these insurance policies in place is really important at this time. I can't think what type of financial position we'd be in if I hadn't had it. I didn't work for many months. I didn't have a large amount of accrued sick leave at all. So we were without income for within 2 months of the accident happening. So it was vital that I had some other financial support, and that's when these policies have kicked in well and been able to support us. So it really has been very important, as well as how I've been able to transition back to work over a period of time. I'd hate to think if I had to get back to work much faster than that, how that might have happened. So life has changed quite a lot for me. You know, it has been a life-changing event. Whereas before I played a lot of sport and led a very vigorous life, I've certainly had to slow down a bit and focus a bit more on my health. I've certainly not been able to get back to my job and my career as much as I was before, and that's sort of on hold while I focus on my health. But certainly it's made me slow down and think about what matters in life, and I'm very pleased to still be able to support my family through the insurance settlements that we've organised. So for people who don't have life, trauma or disability insurance, all I can say is do talk to some people such as PWS to just discuss and understand what those impacts can be. From my experience, even though the insurance payments every month were, something that we had to do, and we would question it on a yearly basis. It was always the right thing to do. And this safety net that's there for not just me, but for my family as well, has well and truly come into effect for us. And life would be very different if we hadn't made those decisions early. And it was good advice to get a full coverage of insurance to cover this type of event. And all I can say to people who are considering insurance is, my case is one that you can look on to say, well, he didn't have any risk factors, he didn't have any other issues. Surely insurance wasn't needed, but here I am, and insurance has been a vital part of how I'm going to take on the future.